my friend. This is Amazing Grace on page 6. 50 all-time classics by Mr. Thomas Ballinger. Arranged a bunch of the songs together and conveniently put it in a great space for students and teachers alike to learn sight reading and to follow chords, all in the key of C major. If you don't know all the keys of C major, here they are, but I would suggest looking them up as well. My channel has a couple. C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, C major. You can play all of these alternatively with different inversions or different fingerings at different places. However, the concept is the same. You're still going to get the movement of these notes. The reason why we use those together is because in the key of C, there are no sharps and no flats. For this song, we're in the key of G major. It only has one sharp, which means F sharp. If C is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G. When we have this G note here and we do that same scale, that last note we happen to hit is not an F. It's a F sharp, which means you have to have that tone to have a T, do. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, diminished, G. So this song, we're going to have a G major. We're going to have a G major, and if we put our pinky down on the C string for the E note, we get a G6, which is an E minor. And then our next chord is going to go back to a G major. We also have a D major. Now, I implore you, try this with me. Those of you who are still playing your D majors with 3 fingers, you're limiting your other fingers for awesomeness when you're playing fingerstyle. It'll come. Try playing with your first, second, or third finger, that same D string, whilst leaving the A very open, very legato. Concept is, if you could take a finger and bar this and leave that open, you get that A, which is the 5th of the D major, D, F sharp, A. D, E, F sharp, G, A. Take away 2 and 4, we get a D, F sharp, A. So if we had that note, that is wonderful. Those are the only notes in here besides our C major. Now remember, you might see me go down to a C7, using that as a passing chord. You also can do that. Try and follow the half-step movements and have fun with this. I'm going to go slow, calling out the chords, do a little bit of the melody, follow along, and then at the end, play along. All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, a little bit about the tempo, sorry. This is in 3/4, not 4/4, which means I'm not visualizing a box anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm visualizing a triangle. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There are still 4 quarter notes per measure, but we take away 1. Which means when we're counting, we can still do 1, 2, 3, 4. But the concept is that just signifies we're doing quarter notes, which means the quarter note gets the beat, but there's only going to be 3 of those per measure. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That feeling goes over and over again. In the first measures, you can notice on page 6, there is a pickup note, which means there's only a quarter note in the first measure, and there should be 3. Or at least a half note and a quarter note. So when we do a pickup, we count 1, 2, and then we start with that note. Ready? The first note that's going to be there is a D note, so we can even play that. But I'm just going to go right into the G major and call out the chords. Here we go. 1, 2. Amazing grace, E minor. How sweet. Back to G, the sound that saved all. Here comes our D major flat chord, 2nd fret. Hold the A open. Nice. Go back to the G major. Gonna play that B diminished or the G7. It's a great passing chord. Lay down a C major. Back to G. E minor. D major. Back to G. Now, if you want to give it a little pizzazz, keep visualizing that triangle. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saves a wretch like me. was singing is actually the melody. The fingerings would be the second finger because it aligns with our spider exercises. If you're not familiar with what those are, check out my channel if you want. Second finger, second fret on the C string. It's the thickest string on the ukulele. We're gonna play that first note. It's gonna be a D. Then we're gonna be going to the second note, which is already in our G major chord. D, G. Oh my gosh, they're already there. When we go up for our next note, you guessed it, the B note is already in our chord, which is reason why we do. The next note we're gonna have 2, 3, 2, 2, open, 3, open, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, open, 5, 2, 5, 2, 2, open, 3, open, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, open, 3. When we read those notes, read them along with me. Read them real slow too. We've got a D, it goes to a G, then a B, holds that B. It's gonna play an A, which is open, and then that same G note, hold it for a half note, and then we're gonna be playing the bottom note, which is an E. So play the string open, yes. And then we're gonna be playing a D note again. After that, we're gonna play a D as a quarter, and then go back up to the G for a half note. We've got a B as a quarter, and then hold it for a half note. We're gonna hold our half note here on the A for the, I like to play the open note and then go up with my pinky to the 5th fret for that D note. You can even do a little octave thing if you want. Pop, pop. We've got a little upside down hat, which is a rest. Since it's upside down, it dropped out 2 of the original 4, which means it has 2 rests. So we're gonna rest, rest. We're gonna be playing the B note again with our middle finger, because that's what feels good with the G major chord. B, and then we're gonna play that high D note. B, D, B, B, A, and then back to the G, same fingering, 3rd finger, and then open on the E, 1st finger on the D, D, 3rd finger on the G at the 3rd fret on the E string. And then we're gonna play up top for the B, B, and then an open 3. If you want, this one's a great one to play like a G major 7 by dropping down the 1 to a 7 and ending it on a nice, super great chord. I hope you really enjoyed this. If you did, please like and subscribe. There's also going to be more coming from the book, and there's several volumes. I'm looking forward to, if he does it again, writing a 3rd. And if not, maybe pick up where somebody left off. Aloha.